Hello children, hope you all are good. Now I'm Rekha Chandola, your chemistry teacher is here, and welcome back to your online classes. As all of you know, due to pandemic COVID-19, now the cases are increasing day by day, so we started our online classes. So children, stay at home and be safe, and always whenever you just follow the COVID-19 guidelines, right, and concentrate in your studies, and whatever the assignment is given to you, just send them in the same day or within one day, right? Okay, let's start your chapter in chemistry. Class 10, I'm going to explain the chapter chemical bonding, that is the chapter number 2, right? Now already I had introduced this chapter during your offline classes. Now I'm just continuing this chapter, chemical bonding. All of you know that what is chemical bond? It is a force which acts between two or more atoms to hold them together as a stable molecule. All of you know why the atoms of elements they combine together, or why they react with other atoms of the same element or other element or different elements. Because what's happened? They want stable configuration. Because all of you know the metals they always want. There are two types of configuration. Electronic configuration is there: stable electronic configuration and unstable electronic configuration. Atoms other than noble gases, they have unstable electronic configuration. So to get a stable electronic configuration, they always combine with either the same kind of atom or with the of the same element, or atoms of the other element to get a stable electronic configuration, right? And then they form bond. So what is bond? Chemical bond is a force which acts between two or more atoms to hold them together as a stable molecule. Now there are how they combine with other atoms. Either they will lose the electron, or they will gain the electron or share the electrons. Now how the atoms they get stable electronic configuration? Either by losing electrons, or by gaining electron, or by sharing electrons. So on the basis of this transfer of electrons, what's happened? There are three types of bonds. First is the electrovalent bond, covalent bond, and coordinate bond. Now we will today we will discuss only about the electrovalent bond and covalent bond. Now what is electrovalent bond? Actually, electrovalent bonds are formed between the atoms of metallic element and atoms of non-metallic element, right? Atoms how they work? Actually, atoms of metallic element they lose the electron, and atoms of non-metallic element they gain the electrons, and then they get a stable electronic configuration and form a new substance or new compound. First, first we just discuss actually what is the difference between an atom and ion. Now children, what is the difference between metallic atom and non-metallic atom? All of you know metallic atoms, they always they have either 1, 2 or 3 electrons in their outermost shell. Means they have 1 valence electron or 2 valence electron or 3 valence electron in their valency shell. So what they do? They try to lose these valency electrons and to get to form cations. Right, so for example, this sodium atomic number is 11 and its electronic configuration is 281. So what it will do? It will lose 1 electron and convert it into what? Na1 positive. Right? While non-metallic atoms, they have either 4, 5 or 6 or 7 valence electron. I think all of you know what is valence electron. The electrons present in the last shell are called what? Or valency shell, they are called valency electron. So what they will do? they gain the electron. What they do? They gain electron. Either one electron they will gain. If 7 valence electron is there, they can gain 2 electron. If 6 valence electron is there, and if 5 is here, then they gain 3 electrons, right? And then they form anions or negative ions. For example, oxygen, atomic number is 8. Its electronic configuration is 2,6. So what it will do? It will gain 2 electron and convert it into O2 negative. Understood? So what's happened? During the formation of bonds, metallic atoms, they lose the electron, and non-metallic atoms, they gain the electrons. Right here, this is your atom. What is it? Atom. And this one is your ion. Right? Okay, now what is the difference between atom and ion? Now, you know, this is sodium atom and this is your sodium ion. So what is the difference between the sodium atom and sodium ion? Atom actually is in, you can say is a small, in previous classes that you have read, that atom is the smallest particle of an element, right? But here when we are just doing difference between atom and ion, atom is actually it is a electrically neutral particle. It is a electrically neutral particle. Why it is electrically neutral particle? Because atom consists of protons which can carry positive charge and electrons which carry negative charge. And protons number is always equal to electrons number. So what's happened? Both positive and negative charges, they neutralize each other. So an atom as a whole is a neutral particle, electrically neutral particle. While ion is a electrically charged particle. Ion is an electrically charged particle. Then second is your atom may or may not exist independently. While ions always they exist independently. Why we are using the word atoms may or may not exist independently? Because noble gases, the atoms of noble gases, they exist independently. But the atoms of other than noble gases, they cannot exist independently. Right? Now third point is the outermost shell of an atom may or may not have duplet or octave arrangement. Why we are using the same may or may not? Because noble gases have the last shell or valency shell has always either 2 electron or 8 electron. But the atoms of other than noble gases, they don't have this duplet or octave arrangement. Right? But in ions, they have always either duplet or octave arrangement. Now next is what is the difference between oxidation and reduction? Right? Oxidation is actually loss of electron, and reduction is your gain of electron. Okay, now what is the difference between oxidation and reduction? What is oxidation? Oxidation is an atom or ion when loses electron, then it is called oxidation. And reduction, when an atom or ion gain electrons, then it is called reduction. For example, when sodium, all of you know atomic number 11, electronic configuration 281, so it will lose 1 electron and convert it into sodium ion. Right? Here it will lose electrons. So process takes place? This is oxidation takes place. Here in case of reduction, if this sodium ion want to change back to sodium, so what it will do? It will gain these 1 electron which it has lose earlier, right? So when it will gain this 1 electron to convert it into sodium atom, then it is reduction. So gain of electron by an atom or ion is called reduction, right? For example, oxygen ion. Here, we just look at here, the oxygen ion. How the oxygen ion is formed? When it means this oxygen, it loses 2 electrons, right? And oxygen ion, this oxygen ion want to change back to what? Oxygen atom. This is your atom, this one is your ion. Here this is your ion and this one is your atom. Right? Now when this ion, oxygen ion, want to change back to atom, what it will do? It will lose these 2 electrons which it has gained earlier, right? And convert it into oxygen atom. Now, so which process takes place here? Oxidation takes place, right? The same way here, oxygen. To convert into oxygen ion, oxygen will gain 2 electron and convert it into oxygen, what? 2 negative, that is your oxygen ion. So here what? Gain of electron is there. So gain of electron is called reduction. Understood? So what is oxidation? Loss of electron is called oxidation and gain of electron is called what? Reduction. Understood? So one more thing, just remember, here just look at here. If suppose if I say 2 Fe2 positive is converted into Fe3 positive, right? Now what takes place? Oxidation or reduction? Here what's happened? Actually, how this Fe2 positive is formed? It means this iron atom, it has lose what? 2 electrons and converted into Fe2 positive. So, and when this Fe2 positive is converted into Fe3 positive, means it has lose 1 electron. And so what is it? Oxidation. What takes place? Oxidation. But suppose if this Fe3 positive change back to Fe2 positive, then what it will do? It will gain this 1 electron, right? And convert it. Now this time what you say? It is reduction. What it is called? Reduction. And converted into Fe2 positive. Same way this Fe2 positive is converted to Fe. Then what it will do? It will gain 2 electron. And gain of electron is called what? Why it will gain the 2 electron? Because earlier it has lose 2 electron and converted into Fe2 positive. So if this Fe2 positive will be converted into Fe, it means it has what? Gain 2 electron, and gain of electron is called what? Reduction. Understood? Understood? So for today only, this much is learn, okay, and do practice of this oxidation, reduction, what is an atom, what is an ion, right, and definition of chemical